Hey guys, Jeff Wolf, president and founder of Iconic Auctions. And if you can't tell, I'm kind of excited about this one today. You probably saw by the title of the video what it's about. Not very often. I'm so excited I got to kind of fanboy out and wear a t-shirt that represents the item. But this was in my personal closet. I'm a kid that grew up in the 90s. Of course, Nirvana was bigger than life at that time. So this one's a pretty special one, not only to me, but obviously to the collecting community. In my hands here is a black Mexican-made Stratocaster body. And this body was once a whole guitar that was actually used by Kurt Cobain, played by him and bashed by him on stage during Nirvana's In Utero tour, which of course went from fall of '93 into early spring of '94, when Kurt of course began to have issues, and that was the beginning of the unfortunate end. But this body here was used by him. Now it's got great provenance. It comes with a very detailed letter of authenticity from Jim Vincent, who was a friend of Nirvana's that spawned off, and he ended up becoming Kurt's personal guitar tech. And the story behind this was that when Kurt was getting ready, when they were getting ready to embark on the In Utero tour, Kurt, of course, the Nirvana style was towards the end of sets, they get a little raucous. Kurt would throw his guitar around, maybe bash it up altogether. And by that point, Kurt was playing some pretty nice guitars on the regular, and he had concern that he didn't want to bash up his #1 guitars. So the idea was, according to Jim's very detailed letter, was that Nirvana ordered 5 of these black Strats. They call them Mexican Strats or Mexi Strats, for it to be swapped out on the end of the set. He'd maybe finish up a song and then bash this up, and they had a rotation of these 5 guitars, these 5 black Strats that were used on stage by Kurt. And then as a guitar was destroyed, Jim's job would be to put it back together and get it ready for the next night or the following night after that, so that Kurt could use the guitar again to bash up at the end of the set. It's a very great piece. It's a very detailed letter that Jim wrote. You can see, if you look at this, of course, there's obvious wear and tear to this. Big crack here in the body. There's scraping along here, scrapes all over the place. The edges of the guitar, show some wear from bashing and heavy usage. This guitar served its purpose and was possibly used on multiple occasions, and was definitely at one point probably put back together again and then reused again. A neck would break off, which was a common thing with how Kurt would bash up his guitars. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a piece of Nirvana history in my hand. It's an exciting piece. We have this in our auction that's going to be closing this Saturday. It comes, of course, with full detailed letter of authenticity from Jim Vincent. Down here, it's actually been signed by the 2 surviving members of Nirvana. You have Dave Grohl and Chris Novoselic, who wrote In Utero. This was signed at a later date, just kind of adding a little added flair to it. But of course, the fact that Kurt used it, played it, bashed it on stage is the big key. Stuff like this with terrific provenance. We've got here, I mean, just to give you an idea, this is Jim Vincent holding the guitar body. And then again, the letter's very detailed. It was originally acquired by Rockstar Guitars in San Diego from Jim directly. Everything's notarized, and it's just very thorough. You don't see stuff like this. A lot of this stuff is ending up in museums. I know the museum up in Seattle has guitars like this, and once these things go in private collections, they usually never see the light of day. So this is a very rare opportunity for collectors to get in on something that you just don't see very often. This is our feature piece that's in our auction that's closing this Saturday. Make sure to check it out, register, and get in your bids at iconicauctions.com.